Hello, welcome to the Burning Truth. For some unknown reason, the system decided to play up.
Typical.
I know.
Fucking noisy sound guy has a week off and you fuck everything up.
No, it's not me. You can't blame me this time.
Yes, I can.
How can you?
Because you can fade away and be an utter cunt.
Aww. You got issues.
We know.
You got some serious issues.
So, welcome to the Burning Truth. Today, I have succeeded where many have failed. I have made Matt aware that...
No. Don't. No.
I've basically destroyed a little bit of his soul inside that today.
A little bit. You think only a little bit?
Right, so this isn't wrestling related. So, I showed Matt a bit of YouTube earlier.
This YouTube.
We were watching some videos of where people do amazing stuff. Which then led me to go on to show something that's amazing, but also provocative at the same time.
Right. Any young listeners, please be advised this is adult themed and audio discussion is heavily advised.
So, I showed you Ukraine's got Ukraine has got talent.
Yes, you did.
Whose finalist was a lap dancer and a pole dancer. And then this led Matt to go, well, why don't ours go on there? And I showed him why ours didn't go on there.
Oh, no. It wasn't that. It was the fact of Britain. We have
Susan Boyle.
Paul Potts, diversity,
And a dog.
Dog dancing, puppetry. We have some magicians, amazing skills. Ukraine, we have strippers and pole dancers and... What more do you need?
What's the price you're playing today? Ready for your application to go Ukraine?
I'm not pronouncing it now.
But he's learned two new phrases today. One of them was, I love your country, and the second one was...
No, it wasn't. Well, something along them lines. I love your country and here, take my money.
But
while also doing a certain Fry impersonation.
But no, today I destroyed a little bit of his soul.
No kidding.
I took it, I grasped it, and then I crushed it. Basically like Lorna does.
So you're calling yourself the British Rusev? I'm fair game with that. I'm not arguing today.
Yeah, so, and then I proceeded to show you what happens on Britain's Got Talent. You know, we get the right level of talent on there, and they put Stephen Mulhern's face all over it. Stephen...
Now what's more offensive?
Fucking Mulhern. Ukraine, don't censor it, everyone loves it. England, this might be for mature viewers. No shit! I don't need to see Stephen Mulhern's face. It's enough to put me off pole dancing for life.
I'm surprised I didn't put off women entirely for exactly the way it was positioned. And the facial expressions he was pulling. Good God, what is he trying to be funny? Sorry, that's not funny, that's just idiotic.
So, there is our non-wrestling rant for the week. We love Ukraine. So, to wrestling.
To wrestling. Right, where shall we begin in wrestling? How would you like to begin?
Shane McMahon, Team SmackDown.
Always go straight into it.
Now, we're not going to cover SmackDown. We're going to cover the interesting point of why add Baron Corbin to the team to take him out?
To have him have a little accident. Oops! I hurt my knee. And then go, oh, we need somebody else. I thought, if I'm not mistaken, right, and I'm pretty sure WCPW will be bringing this up if they haven't already. Wasn't the brand split and them being general managers and commissioners?
Well, WCPW can't do anything because that's
I
like
know. But even so, isn't this them saying, we're not going to take the forefront, we're going to let the wrestlers do the business? So, in the main event at Survivor Series, Shane McMahon's there.
And is Bray Wyatt really going to attack Braun Strowman?
Can't see that happening.
And why didn't they just put Luke Harper on the team?
No idea.
And why is James Ellsworth the fucking mascot?
Because they like him. And Vince is big on him.
Overextending his welcome. Send him to NXT and have him wrestle people. Or fuck him off.
He's making laughs. He's the new Santino.
He's the new Big Dick Johnson.
Accept it. Vince likes him. You have to accept him.
And I enjoy bra and panties matches, but it doesn't mean they're coming back.
Never say never, but I'm just saying never say never. But anyway, however, interesting fact for you, and this is to do with Raw actually now. Somebody made a funny on Raw.
Someone made a funny.
Someone made a funny
on Raw
that actually had Vince McMahon almost wetting himself.
Is that Seth Rollins?
Yes. Do you know what it was that made him laugh so much?
It was a punchline of Chris Jericho, but I can't remember what it was.
You don't remember what it was? Would you like me to mention it?
Yes.
He did this a few weeks ago, right? And if you notice, recently he's been saying it more often. You know, he keeps calling Kevin Owens, you know, with his best friend, Sparkle Crotch. Calling him Sparkle Crotch. Just that word supposedly had Vince McMahon in hysterics, laughing his head off.
That sounds like something my little cousin would say. Sparkle Crotch. That sounds like an elementary insult. You know.
No, I did not say that.
But that's what it is. You know. Where's the passion? You know. Oi, you ugly twat, or...
Oi, you Sparkle Crotch.
Oi, you fucking pansy-eyed bastard. Get out my way. Or, let them listen to Gordon Ramsay. Oh, you fat, useless piece of Yankee doodle shite. Fuck off.
You, fuck off. No, they won't do that, because think about it. If I'm not mistaken, WWE is PG. It's PG. They're having to be careful. They have certain guidelines, so as much as they may want to push the envelope, they won't. Because if they do, they'll lose investors.
They're receding the envelope.
They're receding a little bit.
The envelope's like a little A4 sticky note.
Yeah, but it's receding. It'll get there. Slow and steady. It's like we jiggled a little bit. Slow and steady. You can't just go ramming in with a knife. It'll shred it.
But no, I honestly think Team SmackDown looks better than Team Raw at the moment. It'll be interesting to see what the White family do with Braun Strowman.
It can be interesting to see if Randy Orton's going to be there.
He will be.
Well, especially seeing as he's expecting... Well, not actually expecting himself personally. His wife is due.
He'll be there.
That'd be a great way. I'm going to, Survivor Series. Wrestle becomes lone survivor. Now I've got to go off to see my kid be born.
I can see him costing Bray Wyatt the match at Survivor Series, or getting him eliminated.
Possibly.
Like, he's about to tag in. Bray Wyatt gets halfway through the ropes and RKO!
Denied. RKO. I'm out.
No. An interesting topic that I want to talk about this week. So I was reading through some things, which came up with an interesting discussion of the Hall of Fame. So we're coming up to that special time of year of who to bring into the Hall of Fame.
However, interesting fact for you to do with the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame actually has a first now.
What?
It's currently got its first WWE Hall of Fame, eh? That's going to be president.
Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump. Who was at WrestleMania 22?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
With Bobby Lashley.
Slamming Vince McMahon quite poorly.
Yeah.
But still shaving his head.
And he also had a great connection because of Trump Plaza for WrestleMania 4 and 5.
5, yes. So, he's always got that connection there.
And hosting Monday Night Raw and dropping Donald Trump money from the roof.
Money, 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 money.
No, so I want to talk about the Hall of Fame. So this year could be one of the first years where we don't have a major headline for a person to put in. Because is it too early for Daniel Bryan to go in?
No.
Yes.
No.
People won't forget Daniel Bryan 4 or 5 years down the line. Edge had to go in the year after he retired because in 4 or 5 years, would he have had the same impact? Joe, people now don't compare people to Edge.
I get what you're saying.
Because he stepped completely away. Where Daniel Bryan's still an on-screen personality.
Where actually Edge is making an appearance.
Yeah, for the 900th episode. And so is The Undertaker.
Yes. With his special guest. You know who's going to be special guest on the Cutting Edge?
No.
Shane McMahon.
Oh, right.
Yeah. There you go. Interesting fact for you.
But no. So, who headlines next year's Hall of Fame?
Honestly?
Because it's going to be from Texas.
Texas. Tough one, really.
It is from Texas next year, isn't it?
We will have to double check that.
I think
possibly.
it's Texas.
It's possibly Texas. However, there is one name.
No, Royal Rumble's in Texas.
Yes, actually, yeah. However, there is one name that does pop up as soon as you mention big headliner.
Go on.
He might not be a headliner to many people, but he is somebody who I think should be in there. Heavily in there.
Go on.
And should have been in it sooner. Owen
Hart, and I don't know all the facts on this, but the reason Owen supposedly isn't in the Hall of Fame
is because of his wife.
Because every time WWE tries to put him in, his wife wants to sue them. So they made a DVD. His wife sued them because they didn't ask for permission. Now, surely with the relationship being repaired between Vince and Bret Hart, couldn't Bret just have a word with his
wife? It's a possibility.
You know, because I understand why she's doing it, but I think she's robbing the fans of their chance to appreciate Owen's work.
Owen didn't just do a little bit.
I don't think he'd be your headline, but he'd be a good second to last.
He's good because here's the thing.
Because he didn't win a world title.
He was somebody who didn't win the title.
He would have if he hadn't had an accident.
Well, there was rumours of it, but there was also the fact that there was rumours that somebody else didn't exactly like him either.
Oh.
But a valid reason, supposedly.
Well,
Austin.
Yes, but Vince liked him.
Vince did like him. However, I do think Owen would have been a heavyweight champion at some point.
There was plans for it at the end after the Blue Blazer, weren't there? Because the Blue Blazer gimmick was starting to come towards the end of its run.
Yeah.
And Vince's plan was to have Owen eventually in the year 2000 pick up the belt.
There's always that what if. That's what's going to be in people's minds.
Yeah.
What if with him. And it's going to be a big factor with it.
I don't think I'd have him as my main headline, but I'd have him in the class as long as you can get permission.
Yeah.
A person who I'd like to see as the headline act.
Go on.
Vader.
Vader's already in.
No, he isn't.
I thought he was.
No, he inducted last year.
Ah.
Vader.
I don't know why I can't see Vader headlining WWE as a major.
Look at his achievement.
Yes.
Outside.
I can't see him.
The first ever non-Japanese IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Genjin? You mean?
Yeah.
First Genjin.
Gaijin.
Or Gaijin, if you want to pronounce it correctly. But
because we all know Matt Burns like butchering language.
Anyway, the point being is he has done a lot outside. However, I don't see WWE wanting him as their main headliner. Whenever they say headliner, they always have somebody who has been a main eventer in WWE.
Who was a main eventer for 20 odd years in whatever promotion he went to.
Did he win the WWE title?
He wasn't there long enough to win the WWE title. But
did he win it?
His impressions on wrestling in general.
Yes, it was, but I don't. I think they'd put him in the third and second position.
Did Sting win the world title?
No. Sting is a bit. I can see your point. Yes.
And Vader had a lot more matches in WWE than Sting did.
Yes, but I can't.
Sting had 4 matches, 1, 2, lost 2. Brilliant Hall of Fame career. Well, now stick me in the Hall of Fame.
I don't think that was more or less his choice. I think it was more or less the fact that he got pretty much slammed on his head and being put through an announce table quite awkwardly and everything. But
okay, so if we don't put Vader in as a thingy, does he make that year's class?
I think he should.
Yes. For his
100%.
achievements just in New Japan.
No, not just New Japan. WCW, New Japan. In fact, he did quite a bit in WWE, and I think it was a shame he didn't become a WWE champion. I think it is a shame because the big man was
athletic as well.
Very athletic for his size, and not only that, I think what didn't exactly help is he did have a few issues with a few people.
Unfortunately, it was the faces that ran the places that he had an issue with.
Potentially. Well, he did injure a number of people. Yes, I can see the hand signs already, especially seeing as he was one of them was actually the main champ at the time as well. In case you're wondering, would you care to explain which hand sign you just threw up?
The Click. Because if you remember SummerSlam 96, Shawn Michaels went to do an elbow drop off the top rope.
Yeah.
But he changed in mid-air to land on his feet, and then he kicked him and shouted very loudly, "Move, bitch!" and kicked him. And then, again, "Fucking move, bitch!"
Doesn't exactly help the situation.
But as Shawn has admitted, he was hard to work with at that point in time.
And he's learned from his mistakes and everything. But definitely, Vader should go into the Hall of Fame.
And I think this year would be a good cost for him, because he'd provide a bit of credibility, depending where they inducted him.
Yeah.
So,
there's one award of the Hall of Fame I do want to bring up.
Yes, I know. So we'll run through the whole Hall of Fame. So, because you usually induct one deceased person a year, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So that could be Owen for this purpose.
Let's be covered.
Have Vader on there. Now, you want the Warrior Award.
Yeah.
Which would be Chris Travis.
I would want it to be Travis. As much as he may not have been anywhere near WWE, and whatnot, but the man did work hard. And
who'd you have go over there to induct him?
There's many wrestlers that know him. Kevin Owens has wrestled him.
How about Zack Sabre Jr.?
Zack Sabre Jr. has wrestled him. Chris Masters.
I don't think Chris Masters will be allowed on the front stage.
Doubt it.
But
Doubt it.
Kevin Owens could.
Kevin Owens, Goldust. It's a who's who.
Regal? Does Regal?
Regal would be a good one. Or if not,
with it being a British
Robbie
background.
Brookside.
Yeah, Robbie Brookside.
Robbie Brookside would be a good call. Straight away there. And here's the thing. Or even Neville.
Yeah.
Neville would be a good one. Neville, because...
Or Finn.
Finn Balor. Yeah, because Finn... Yeah, no, Finn. Because he was a big Travis fan as well.
And he did the tribute to him, didn't he?
A lot of... Mick Foley even paid tribute to him.
But Finn wore the armband to his...
With the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. There's many people who would do it.
But I think Finn would be the best choice out of the active roster.
Out of the active roster? Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that. 100%, I would agree with that. Finn would be a good person.
That's the Warrior Award.
And it's not just that. As much as everyone can sit around and say, "Why put him in the Warrior Award?" The man fought cancer and was on an ongoing battle and was about to return to the ring. It wasn't just the fact that he was just battling cancer itself. He was battling it on two fronts.
Yeah.
He wasn't just battling it for himself. And this is the thing with him. He started charities, and he wasn't saying give me, put the money into the funny for me. It was literally put the money in for this person.
Yeah.
That person who's got cancer. Anyone but me. The man was not selfish in one bit.
Well, we saw him on one of his limited appearances towards...
You did. I actually got to see him in Stoke.
Yeah.
I did. Wrestling with his tag team partner, Martin Kirby, as Project Ego.
We saw one of his limited appearances from him after a mission.
Yeah.
Which was at Southside.
Which was at Southside, giving a nice little kick and almost, if I'm not mistaken, he lost his shoe.
Yeah. He kicked Ryan Small out. He lost his shoe.
Into Rosehead.
But no, so that's a good choice for the Warrior Award. Next, tag team or group. Now, in this, I'm going to bring up a discussion at the same time.
I can see where this is going already.
So, do you finally... What, you can't induct the Outlaws? Because you've just got rid of Billy Gunn which is a shame, because that's punishing Road Dogg.
It is a little bit. But, in all fairness, there is a way of doing it.
D-Generation X. Now, what I was about to say is, do you induct the Clique? Now, the problem with inducting the Clique is you make Shawn Michaels, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash two-time Hall of Famers all at once. Now, Shawn Michaels deserves that honour. Does Scott Hall and Kevin Nash?
Scott Hall... It's hard to say with them pair. Because at the
moment, there's only one two-time Hall of Famer.
Ric Flair. Woo!
No.
That's the worst woo I've ever done.
No.
Let me just redo that one, please. Because I'm not happy with that. I am not having that as my woo. Woo! That's better.
Right. So, do you make Scott Hall and Kevin Nash on the same level as Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair?
But wouldn't that... I can see what you're saying. I do.
Because the group deserves to go into the Hall of Fame. Now, the problem with the Hall of Fame...
But if you put the Clique in, you're also putting Triple H in.
Yes.
He was part of the current active roster.
Well,
anyway.
Undertaker role.
Part-timer. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. D-Generation X would be a good call.
But you're still putting Triple H in. And you have to induct X-Pac. China,
yes.
Rick Rude.
China, yes.
No, because I want to come to this in a different category. And then you'd make China a 2-time Hall of Famer if you did this.
I can see where you're going with
And I don't think that China deserves to be on the
that.
same level
Page
as
is
Ric
Ric Flair.
And then you have to induct Tory and Hornswoggle.
No.
And Stephanie.
And Kane.
Well, Kane wasn't really.
He was temporarily. Temporarily he was. With X-Pac.
No, because he was separate.
No, he was part of the group.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I
Don't even argue that he was teaming with X-Pac. Take into account there was the whole angle with Tori.
know.
Remember.
I do remember.
Anyway.
Because Tori stopped dressing like a slut after that storyline.
And that upset you, didn't it?
What?
That upset you.
It ruined the year 2000.
It ruined
Which is why Busty went to the year 3000.
Oh. Trust you. Oh.
So, what do you do? Do you induct a certain reincarnation of D-Generation X?
It's hard to say.
Like, do you put the original DX in, which was Rick Rude, China, Triple H and Shawn Michaels?
Mm.
Do you put the 2006 DX in?
It's hard to say.
Which is Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Actually, there's one name we forgot off the DX list.
Go on.
Rick Rude.
I've just said Rick Rude.
I forgot that one myself, almost.
Or do you go a completely different route and do you induct the Dudley Boys?
That's the one I did consider, but they've just recently left.
Well, Devon's gone on as a producer.
Yes. Dudley's a good call.
Or do you put Edge and Christian in?
But then that would upset you.
I don't mind Edge being the 2-time Hall of Fame.
Excellency, folks. Nathan Goff doesn't mind Edge being a 2-time Hall of Famer.
I don't.
I
think he's earned his right.
I think he has.
He bought us the TLC matches, but gave us excellent tag team matches. You can't have a tag team Hall of Fame without having Edge and Christian in it.
Correct, and they were reeking of awesomeness.
Yes, and for the purpose of 5-second flash photography.
Oh, yes!
But, no.
And not only that, it also helped their brand new shirt that's coming back.
Yes, but I don't mind that.
I don't mind that. And Christian being in the Hall of Fame would be a nice nod to him as well, because...
Because we're inducting through singles group.
Oh, hell no. They won't, which is a shame, really. However, I do think Edge and Christian should be in there. Straight away. They both work the tag team division.
Or, you put the APA in there. Which would make Ron Simmons a 2-time Hall of Fame.
That's a possibility. There is one more that we could have done, but there's no way that would actually happen.
Go on.
You've mentioned that there's a few tag teams, but there is one tag team that's from North Carolina, but they won't accept them.
Yeah, they will.
I doubt it.
No, I think they'd induct them, but I think they'll leave it until they've retired.
On left.
Because I think Jeff wants one more WWE run.
Yeah.
And WWE wants them both back.
And definitely does want Matt, because especially with the current angle situations that they're currently doing in TNA.
Yes. But no, they'll eventually go in, not this year. So,
yeah.
Do you induct the Bulldogs?
Bulldogs? Good call. I was just about to say one, but...
Now, the problem with the Bulldogs, and I don't know if people know this, is that supposedly Dynamite Kid is very argumentative these days.
He is, but he's also very unwell.
Yeah.
Very unwell. And that's in trying to get help. And he's not in a good place at the moment.
No. So, does that stop him going in?
It could potentially. It could.
Or, if you wanted to make Shawn Michaels a 2-time Hall of Famer, do you induct the Rockers?
Not sure with that one. Not sure, because Are you on about the Rockers, regular Rockers, or the new Rockers?
Do you induct the Hart Foundation?
Hart Foundation would be a good call. However,
The early Hart Foundation. I'm not on about Attitude Era with Brian Pillman.
I'm not on about.
I'm on about Jimmy
I'm
Anvil,
not on about. Yeah,
Jimmy Hart.
I'm on about that.
And
currently, Anvil's going through a few issues himself that WWE don't like having it brought up, mentioned about. It wouldn't, and unfortunately, it's a subject that I'm not comfortable.
Oh no, I think they scraped the surface very
briefly
on Total Divas.
On Total Divas,
which was an alcoholic issue.
It was quite a bit of a bad issue, and as much as the problem that they've got is with it is they wouldn't. Razor Ramon wasn't going to get into the Hall of Fame because of almost the same issue, and Razor ended up getting himself cleaned up and everything. Now, whether Jim Anvil would do the same, it's a possibility. But the question is, would he just be doing it just to be in the Hall of Fame and revert back? Which then would be like a slap in the face to the WWE, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so which tag team do we settle on?
I'd say Dudley's.
The Dudleys?
Dudley's.
Okay, so...
I say Dudley's because name me a company where they've been that they haven't won WWE tag team, not WWE, tag team championships.
PCW.
PCW. One appearance, but not long.
You asked me to name a company.
Whoa.
Would you like me to carry on?
You can do, because I can see what's coming next. Because you're about to say RCW.
No.
Go on.
House of Hardcore.
They don't have tag championships.
Which one's called running?
Companies that have tag team championships, the only one I can think of so far, at the moment in time,
was Ring of Honor.
They haven't been Ring of Honor.
Which is why they haven't won.
Yes, which is why I said ones that they've been in. Remember? But anyway, the point being is, it's a good team. They worked well together. They were both, as much as they were when they were apart, they can both soundly wrestle on their own as individual competitors. As much as people might say, but Devon couldn't because he had the whole Priest thing. Sorry, but you hated him, didn't you?
And that was his job.
That was his job. He did his job well, and I thought he actually did it I thought he did it tastefully. I thought the fact that he managed to do something completely different was nice.
Yeah.
And to have it mixed in with the, oh brother, testify.
So, we'll settle on the Dudley. So far, we've got Chris Travis, the Dudley Boys, Vader, and Owen Hart. Next one.
It's tough, this one is.
So, we'll go for 3 more, and we've still got to have a headline. Now, I know in my head who I want as my headline.
There's 3 more, but we've got to hit one of them. One of them's already taken. One has to be female.
Yeah.
One has to be a celebrity. And one's got to be the main headliner.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to go first?
So, celebrity, I'd have as Lemmy.
Good call. Can't dispute it at all. Straight away. Yeah, done.
And something that I read online, which was a good idea, and I'm going to take credit for this. I didn't write the person down who wrote it, but they said, do you get Metallica there to play a tribute at the same time?
Oh. That'd be a very, very good... They were friends. They were very friends.
And supposedly with Hulk Hogan repairing bridges with WWE, because he was going to be the lead bassist in Metallica. He could just get them come over. He's got his newfound millions.
Oh, brother.
No, but I think Lemmy, and if you can get Metallica to do a song and tribute,
yeah,
probably the King of Kings or something.
Not really. I think just
Or the Ace of Spades.
yeah, anything to do with Motorhead or anything for Lemmy, or Triple H knows Lemmy because he was quite good friends with him.
Triple H could do the induction.
Yeah, and I think Triple H would do it justice.
Yeah. Who's your woman?
Me personally,
Yeah.
China. I do think China should be in.
Okay. I think she'll eventually go in there, but I think we've got too many deceased people in the Hall of Fame this year, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. If we're doing our Hall of Fame, they usually have 1, 2 max. So that's why I couldn't put China in this one.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying, but you said to do 1 or 2 Oh. I just shot myself in the foot there, haven't I?
Oh.
Yeah, because we've already got 2.
Yeah.
Damn it. I think China because...
I totally understand, but I think it'd be too hot on the heels and they get too much
I know.
grief for it.
I can understand.
If she was alive, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, she wouldn't even be in consideration.
No. Which is a shame.
So,
It is a shame.
Now, I'm going to throw some names out and you can tell me stop. My first choice would be Sable.
Oh. Was quite revolutionary. However,
Carried the women's division through the Attitude Era.
Sort of did, and dropped a certain wrestler straight out that was meant to be using Sable to get himself over. Instead, Sable used him to get herself over.
She got a mainstream attention.
Yes, she did.
Through Playboy, she came back. She had another semi-successful run in 2004, 2005.
That she did, but
multi-time Playboy cover girl, and due to mainstream attention, it's Hall of Fame worthy.
Potentially.
Next option.
And straight away there's also still a connection with her
Brock Lesnar.
to do with the main roster, which is Brock Lesnar.
My next option is the Glamazon. Beth Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. And she retired?
Yeah. She hasn't wrestled for ages, has she?
Hasn't wrestled for a while. Has she actually actively retired?
Well, as far as I'm aware, she's retired. She's with Adam Copeland, or Edge. So, Edge is retired. Edge could give a little induction speech, or if you want another woman, you could have Natalya to induct her in.
Good call, because they've actually teamed together as well.
Yeah. Or do you induct Michelle McCool?
It's a possibility. Or if you wanted to be a cheap plug or whatever. LayCool.
But I'm going to go completely left field, and I think it should be Tori Wilson.
Good call. That one is.
Carried the women's female brand.
Yeah, she did. However,
on SmackDown, not on Raw.
However, there is another person who can be thrown in as well.
Go on.
Doubt it, but she's been in touch with him recently.
Mickie James?
Yes.
I don't think until she retires. And I think Victoria gets in before Mickie James.
No, I agree with that. Is Molly Holly in?
No.
There's a good call. Molly Holly. Now, interesting fact that not many people realise, Victoria owes quite a lot to Molly Holly.
Yeah.
You know why? You know Victoria's finisher?
Yeah.
Widow's Peak? She didn't invent it.
Molly Holly did, but she wasn't strong enough to constantly use it.
She knew she wasn't strong enough to constantly use it, but she sort of come up with the idea, and then when she came along, right height, right strength.
It's like a modification of the Gory Bomb.
It is, and as much as everyone seems to think, how does that work? You just drop it on your knee, You're dropping your pants on the knees. No.
In fact, the last option I could say for the women, and this is just an option, pardon me, is Ivory.
Oh. No. I can see why. I can see why. She was in it quite a while. Knows how to wrestle. I thought she came out, as much as a lot of people may not like this group, I think it brought the best out in her. The right to censor.
Yeah.
I thought her work under right to censor brought out.
Well, it was something she felt passionate about wanting, because she didn't want to be a lingerie wrestler. She wanted to do what the men were doing at the time.
Yeah, the wrestling. And here's the thing.
And because we're in the era of women's revolution, they can push her induction as part of that.
Yeah, because she was quite revolutionary. Because as much as she didn't want to do the whole bra and panties and everything, she wanted to wrestle.
Yeah, and she was quite conservative. She didn't show that much flash off.
No. But the one thing that she did know how to do was wrestle. Yeah.
Finally, do you induct Terry Reynolds as a female manager?
Not sure.
Actually, we've got another category anyway. You need a manager.
Manager?
Well, to me, there's only one choice.
Go on. You say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you. But not yet. He wouldn't just. In all fairness, I think he'd be a main hitter. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman would be a main hitter. He'd be a main eventer.
Well, each button.
He'd be a headliner. And do you know why?
All the stories in ECW.
It's not just that. He wasn't just a manager. He wasn't just any manager. He was a manager of the AWA. He was a manager of WCW. He was a manager in WWE. He has been a manager and also owner of ECW. He's been commentator. He's been everything, and the man is very, very clever at what he does. And here's the thing with him: he puts butts on seats, and all he has to do is have a mic in his damn hand, and he can put butts on seats.
But no, it seems like the art of a manager's coming back. Is Paul Halloran's Hall of Fame, isn't he? Because he went in with the Legion of Doom.
He went in with the. I think he did go in with LOD. Paul Halloran did. I think.
Yeah, no, I think he did. So you might not have a manager in this class anyway.
Bobby Heenan.
Already in.
So
is Mr. Fuji.
Grand Wizard is in. Fuji is in.
Sensational Sherry's already in.
I can't.
Sonny's already in.
Already been in, and also possibly rejected herself out of it.
We'll miss the manager category off. So who going for our female category? Who can we agree on?
You did find the Ivory one quite well. But it's tough.
I think Sable.
Sable would be an interesting one. Because
I think Dawn Marie will go in the same year Paul Heyman goes in.
You think? Not sure with that one. Not sure.
Very good ECW manager. I apologise for the use of this word in this sentence, but they've pillaged the fuck out of the WCW now. They're going to have to pick a new thing to induct people from. ECW is untouched in terms of Hall of Fame inductions.
I can agree with you in some aspects. I can.
And if you're inducting people from ECW, there's only 2 women to me that stand out who aren't already in there.
What?
One is Dawn Marie,
Yeah.
and the other is Beulah.
Can't disagree with you. I can't disagree with you, but at the same time, I sort of can. WWE didn't exactly, the way things left with Dawn Marie didn't exactly go amazingly well. If you look up the history,
Time mends all bridges.
it can do, but in some cases, this can be a bit of a whoopsie daisy. All I'm just saying is, I'm not going to say what it is. It's hard to explain
Okay, so we'll move on. But who's our inductee?
for managers,
No, for women.
for women. I want it to be China personally, but I agree with you.
I would settle on China if we didn't have what we had.
No. That's
before.
why I just said I agree with you in regards to the cases that you brought. You brought up a very, very good case. It's hard to say. I think Ivory, or Terry. No, not Terry. Tori Wilson.
I'll settle on Tory though.
Tori Wilson.
They haven't got a shortage of women to induct.
They haven't. It's just
It's just inducted them at the right time.
And Tori, as much as crap. How do we miss that one?
If you think it's Stacey Keeble, I don't think she's done enough.
You don't think?
No.
Why not?
She didn't carry a brand. She didn't really have cross-brand exposure, where Tori Wilson practically made every cover imaginable. She was basically like America's sweetheart of wanking material.
Love your terminology. I'm just saying. I'm so glad I mentioned audio discretion advised earlier on. Thank you very much for that one.
You know, for every red-blooded male and any person in America who thinks alike, Tori Wilson was your girl next door that you wanted next door, and you wanted the parents to go away quite regularly so you could cozy up.
Do it! Get out of town!
But Tori Wilson was a sex symbol.
Which she didn't exactly herself see.
No.
She didn't. And if you watch the Where Are They Now segments on WWE, she actually explains the whole story, and it's quite an interesting watch.
Yeah.
However, it is actually interesting what she's been doing lately. But we're not going to spoil that. We're just going to just make a recommendation for you to literally check up on the WWE Where Are They Now for Tori Wilson, and it's good. It's a good recommendation. Well, in all fairness, I'd say that for a lot of wrestlers on there.
The reason why I'd like to go for Sable is because Sable laid the foundations for what Tori carried on.
I can agree with you. I just think Sable did.
But I'll happily settle on Tori.
There's a reason why. Me personally, I don't disagree with you. The part that disagrees is she didn't just. Well, she may have been detrimental, but along the way of her doing it, she did upset a lot of people.
I know, but
she did upset.
Her partner, shall we not forget?
Yes, we know.
It's the unconquered mayor of Suplex.
Whoa! You said unconquered. He has been conquered. You take into account this, but there is the loss that he's got that he's never been able to recover till Survivor Series. And
okay, since his Suplex Cities began,
yeah,
he is unconquered.
Right.
So we'll go with Tori.
Yes.
Now your main event. Your main headline.
The only person that's popping in my head right now is because of you.
Go on.
Paul Heyman. I don't know why. But no.
I'm going to take you back. It's 2000. It's the Royal Rumble. And it's the start of an Olympic gold medalist stream.
Oh.
Kurt Angle could be your inductee.
He could be a big headliner. And there's talks of him coming back. And he is on speaking terms with WWE. He'd be a good inductee. I can't deny it. However, another name just popped in.
Goldberg.
Didn't think of that one at the time. Goldberg could. But I'd say Goldberg would be more Atlanta, Georgia. Personally. If it's there. Mark Henry.
Not a headline.
But no, not a main eventer, but he'd be a good one. But no, I can't see Goldberg. But no, Angle. Done. Sold. Done. It's true. It's true. It's damn true. Or it's real. It's real. It's real. I'm definitely going to go with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, because The Rock isn't going in yet. Because he says he only wants to go in when he's finally done wrestling.
And he ain't done wrestling.
Not yet, no, because he enjoys making his appearances. The Undertaker won't go in yet.
Well, no. Undertaker's still making his appearances, making his long entrances, having his fireworks, having his flamethrowers.
And in all fairness, I think he'll want to revert to the American Badass gimmick before he drops out, so then he can make appearances like at the Hall of Fame. Because if he drops out as a dead man, because he likes to keep his persona.
I think he would drop his persona though for this case, for the Hall of Fame. If it says go, I do think that he would.
I thought they would have let him drop his gimmick for the 25 years at Survivor Series.
Take into account
when they were doing all the.
I know.
Because they dragged Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Steve Austin all together. Would it have hurt to have had The Undertaker there?
I agree, but not yet. But Paul.
He's still got his head, Paul Heyman.
No, Paul Bearer. He made a special appearance for.
Not the Hall of Fame.
Was it not the Hall of Fame?
John Raw.
My mistake. I do apologise. But yeah.
So he didn't even make appearance for Paul Bearer.
God damn it! Hang on. And he made it. Hang on. He has made an appearance outside recently. For American football game?
NBA.
Okay, NBA.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers
there you go.
Game.
There you go. He made an outside appearance. Dead man.
If you're on about the photo of LeBron James, what do you think you are? When he's backstage in full gear? Are you on about that picture?
See you later.
Is that the one that you're on about?
See you later, folks. I'm out.
Because that's a cardboard cutout.
No, he did make an appearance.
It's a cardboard cutout.
He
was in the crowd. But there's photos that have been linked, and you can see the reflection on the shine, and it shows it's a cardboard cutout. Because if you have a look at The Undertaker, how he looks at the moment, you can tell it's a cutout.
Enough. I'm done. Can we move on? Please.
So, Kurt Angle.
So
that's our Hall of Fame class. So we've got Kurt Angle, Torrie Wilson, Lemmy, Chris Travis, Owen Hart,
Vader, Dudleys,
and the Dudleys.
You can't argue there, can you?
No. So there's 4 alive, 3 deceased.
3.
Lemmy, Owen Hart.
Lemmy's going to go in, as much as you may argue with the 3.
Oh no, I've got no problem with Lemmy going in, because he's probably one of the few celebrities that actually deserves.
Triple H would actually make that happen. We're coming to the celebrity. Lemmy!
So, that's sorted. That's our Hall of Fame. If you disagree with our pick for the Hall of Fame, let us know your pick. Limit it to 7 and try to use roughly the same criteria we have.
You know, tell us your opinion. You can either send that to us via email, which is to theburningtruth@outlook.com, or
Yep.
if you don't want to type that in and everything, you can just go
on Facebook and post it under the link.
Put it on Facebook. You can also do it on that. You can also put it on comments on Spreaker. You can put it on the YouTube comments as well. And if necessary, if you want to email us without typing theburningtruth@outlook.com, you can go to www.mattburns.com or www.matt-burns.co.uk/The-Burning-Truth.
WWE usually does about 8 inductees, 8 to 9, doesn't it?
About 8 or 9 sometimes.
And they usually do someone who has had a big impression overseas. Like, in all fairness, keep yours to 7. Next week, I want to have a discussion about
overseas
Saraya Knight and why she won't get inducted into the Hall of Fame at the moment, even though she deserves it.
Even though she does deserve it. However, she could actually end up on the WWE television, because there is talks of women.
I am going to give you.
Evidence says it's going to be straight away. I wouldn't know where it's going to go. It's going to go straight over to Paige, because the whole issue with Paige. Yes, I can understand that, which is fair enough.
I think that's a big stumbling block.
It is, but depending on certain situations.
If relationships improve, I can see it.
Yes, but
I don't think she'll be on this year's one, because they're going to try to do it as a yearly thing.
Yeah,
so in a couple of years, as long as relationships improve and
please do.
thingy. But that's a nice linkway. So, retirement. Brie Bella has announced that she wants to make a return. 7 months after retiring, and while she's carrying a baby. And she says she hopes to return by SummerSlam next year. Now, usually retirement means
I'm done, I'm gone, I'm not coming back,
But wrestlers don't usually stick to retirement, so...
As you always state, no wrestler ever retires fully.
Apart from Shawn Michaels.
Give me time. Give me time! There is the rumours!
I know. I've probably just in all fairness, if I've cursed that one, I'll take that. I will take cursing that so I can watch AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels. It'd be like wrestling porn. I think I might pay $60 for the Royal Rumble.
Here, take this.
Oh, bloody hell. I could go for a 2-for-1 special at Hooters first.
Probably Club of Seal with it.
But no. What are your feelings on that?
It's hard.
Because this season of Total Ballers was built around Brian retiring and how him and Brie dealt with it, as well as seeing her and Nikki coming back from injuries.
Yes. Who, I have to state that to this moment, I know this might not make me a popular fan right now, especially, with the sound guy being away and possibly listening again. The man who never shuts up. And as we always keep saying, what does he do too much?
He talks too much.
Oh boy, you never shut up.
But no, what are your feelings on that? On her wanting to make a return already?
Honestly, personally, I think she was too young to actually state her full retirement. Personally, I think she shouldn't have called it a retirement.
They give her a proper send-off as well.
I agree.
Now, the person who's had more good send-offs and comeback returns is Mick Foley. Now, does she want to go the same...
No. You can't just say that. He's not the only one who's had sending offs and come back.
I said more send-offs.
He hasn't had the most.
But he's had a fair few send-offs.
Oh, he's had a fair few, yes, I agree. He hasn't had the most, because I think I know somebody who's got the most.
Go on.
He's friends with Mick Foley.
Oh, Terry Funk.
the man who has knees. I'm retiring. 2 weeks later, he's back in the ring.
At 60 odd.
And still swinging haymakers.
In all fairness, his body's soon going to be made out of metal and plastic.
Who says it isn't now? He's got no knees, no elbows. He's soon. I honestly just think he's just going to come down to the ring as sawdust. Plain old sawdust, metal and plastic. Saying, I'll have you. It's like, I daren't touch him. I might kill him.
But no, so.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed because she got a good send-off.
I can agree with you on that.
Now, if she wasn't married, if she wasn't married to someone who was a top superstar and a main eventer, she would not have got that send-off. It would have been, go fuck yourself. I think that send-off was a little bit of a, here you go, Brian. There's an olive branch of us saying we appreciate what you've done for us. We'll give your wife a decent send-off.
Yeah.
And also because she's sister with Nikki and Nikki's...
Oh, really?
Servicing John Cena's needs.
Hey, sound guy, do you agree? Oh, wait. He talks too much. He's probably going, Cena this, Cena that, I hate them.
No, but...
you know...
I aren't happy that she
had a big sending off, and then she's coming back after not even a year.
You know, like, you wanted to make babies, so you retired. Now you've got a baby, you want to come back. That's not fair on said baby.
That's not fair on said baby, that's not fair on Daniel Bryan.
Because she's going to travel a WWE schedule with a baby. Now, yes, Daniel Bryan might be on the road with her, and yes, Uncle John and Auntie Nikki might be on the road at the same time. But does John Cena want a kid? He doesn't like the fucking dog that they've got.
You mean the one that bit him?
Yeah, he doesn't like having the dog. So I can't imagine a screaming bundle of joy as John Cena's ideal of, oh, I've got 5 minutes spare. Well, that's it. I'm going to the gym.
I'm going to the gym, do a 5-knuckle shuffle.
So, no. If you want to have babies, I respect that decision, not a problem.
She shouldn't have called it...
You want to come back once you've got pregnant.
She shouldn't have called it retirement. It should have been time off.
Away.
Time away. And everything. But it's hard to explain that because of... She might have been thinking of past experiences with other wrestlers when they were going through pregnancy, because we can name a few issues to do with wrestlers becoming pregnant and then suddenly going off the scene completely.
Well, Awesome Kong's one.
Awesome Kong being one. Dawn Marie.
Yeah.
Is the other one. In case you folks you were asking about it, if you're wondering if that's the thing I was on about earlier, to do with Dawn Marie, possibly. Yeah.
Fingy's disappeared for quite a bit now because she's had a baby. What's her name? She used to be with she's still a diva. Rosa Mendes.
Has she been released?
No.
I thought she was released.
No.
I thought she was.
No, she's had a baby.
Oh, she had a baby. Right. When's she back? Is she coming back?
Eventually.
Or will she be quietly let go like JTG?
No.
Oh, was she the reason why JTG got caught off by WWE by calling him on Total Divas. What'd you say?
Yeah.
You got him fired.
In all fairness, I think Rosa Mendez will be kept because she reaches that Puerto Rican market and the.
Yeah.
Um,
And if I'm not mistaken, she doesn't just reach that market as
now,
well.
there's rumours why Becky Lynch was missing for 3 to 4 weeks.
Go on.
Because she said she had to have something sorted that wasn't an injury, but she had to go to hospital to have it sorted.
You are not.
Now, this is an internet rumour. I am going to state this as an internet rumour. I have not started
Folks,
this.
Allow me to do the scheduled preparations. Just to clarify, these are not the actual proper statements of the burning truth, of not actual Matt Burns, of not actually the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan Goff.
For once.
These are actually just purely speculation, rumours and everything, so please do not take them as godsend and as factual. These are nothing but rumours, so please be advised this is possibly and most likely maybe not true.
Yeah, so it's like maybe a 5-10% chance. But people think she had an abortion.
Could be, could not be. Unfortunately, the only way that would be figured out is if we literally turned around and said to people, go pry into her life, and to the point of being, unprofessional and invading personal space, which I'm not being funny. No.
But no.
Fantastic.
So that's the rumour of why people think she missed.
It's a
3
rumour.
to 4 weeks.
A rumour. But who knows if it's true, who knows if it's not, which is clearly why we stated this as I will repeat, this is only speculation and a rumour, not actual facts.
No. So that's that. I know we've not covered a lot of things that people might want to hear, but it's a different episode with a lot of nice.
It's a bit of a different episode, folks. As much as I'm about to say this, I know last week we stated that we were going to do more of a full review of Hell in a Cell.
But in all fairness,
however, because of how long it's been, time has passed to the point of
the ship has sailed.
The ship has sailed. We've seen it. We understand. However, I can actually bring up a little bit of a fact. However, there's some heat currently at the moment
on Sasha Banks because right, we all know.
Right, I had to when I heard this myself, I had to pause and just go, "Huh?"
Oh no! I went like that. Go, Sasha Banks falls to the table, don't break. I'm there going. Do you know how well made these tables are? Do you need Matthew to remind you through Botchamania? He can just do a table edition for you. With
I am the table.
Yes.
Or
as we all know from a UK match, it took both of the hunters to put one table through, and it took them 4 attempts, and that's men trying to put men through tables.
I've actually been through a table myself. However, my table wasn't very, very gentle or polite. Ow.
Didn't you have a painter's bar on your arse after?
I'm not even going to discuss that one. All I know is my spine was not happy. I took a powerbomb. Which that doesn't sound right to you, does it? Me taking a powerbomb.
Were you perched over the second rope?
Nope.
Top rope?
Cleanly lifted and slammed through.
Fair enough. No. So, the heat on Sasha Banks is because the finish didn't go as planned.
It was right. The finish
She
was
supposed
originally
to go through the table.
Through the table. Now, I'm right. Vince may be upset in regards to this moment.
But
right.
if you're Charlotte, do you find another way to get through the table?
Right.
And then work to your finish.
Worked into the finish. Yeah.
Because, in all fairness, it's only going to take 2 or 3 more minutes to probably work it in with psychology.
Now, straight away, one thing that comes...
And it shouldn't be Sasha's fault completely. It's all 3 people's. Now, people are going, 3? The referee has a part to play in this. He's got a goddamn earpiece in. someone from the back can be sending through some advice for him to pass on.
Potentially. Now, here's the thing. Another thing I'm going to point out
is Charlotte didn't really give much force and try.
There wasn't much force.
Because she went cleanly through the announcers table.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Now answer me this. Right? Most people who get slammed through tables, or bounce off the tables, are full-grown men.
Yeah.
How much do they weigh?
Oh, Sasha Banks must be
No. I'm asking about the men.
Oh, the men. Well, it depends who's going through.
Some of them about $1.85.
Some of them about $3.20.
$3.20. £200. Some of them a bit weight more than £200. There's quite a very difference of weight. Now, to be put to a table, you have to have force, distribution, speed, and weight. Now, how much speed was Sasha doing when she hit the table?
Not much.
Not much, right? How much does Sasha Banks weigh?
About $1.20 on a good day.
On a good day. She's not the biggest of people.
No.
Now, as much as everyone says, you didn't hit the table right, she hit it clean on.
In all fairness, I think a better spot would have been if Charlotte had moonsaulted it through a table.
Or literally threw her through the table or slammed her own.
Speared her.
Speared her through the table.
Because she does a good spear, and they could have put the table upright in the corner.
And put her through it.
Yes.
Which
then have to gone for natural selection.
Which would... I don't think she should have won with natural selection.
But if that's the finish...
I don't think she should have.
You could spear her through, pin, she sort of crawls up and gives the Mick Foley... Well, she could give the Triple H Undertaker finish of...
Screw you.
And then...
Natural selection.
And done.
I'm not the biggest fan of natural selection.
I know you're not, but that was the finish.
No.
So deal with it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Batista. What are you going to do now? Are you going to put your hands up and open them up and have a rainbow tile coming out your hands? Saying deal with it? Christ. No, it's just idiotic. It is idiotic. My brain can't fathom it. Right? It didn't look right. It didn't look natural. If anything, right, the way she hit the table, if she did go through it, fair enough if it happened. Oh, she's gone through the table. Then natural selection. No, she went through the table. Just go for the pen. She's gone through a table.
But no, so...
Right?
That's that.
Would you agree with that?
I understand that, and...
I understand. Sometimes a lot of people saying, get your finish ring, get your finish ring, get your finish ring. Not every match has to flipping end with a finisher. And my colleague can't stop meddling with his phone.
No, I had a message come through, but I forgot that I was watching a bit of pool before I said...
Naughty.
Full sound disturbance.
You mean the sound disturbance that somebody, if they were actually here, would actually be able to solve?
Yes, but they're not here.
But they're not here because, they're not here. They don't have time to work a job here with us. Doing his sound job. Do you agree?
But no. So moving on. I understand your argument, and I think all three of them should.
They should have reworked it, but it's a shame. However, I don't think that's not what soured the match itself.
No.
Personally, I don't.
The results soured the match.
The results soured the match. Now, straight away, everyone's saying, "Why did that sour the match?"
It's in her own town.
You've got the boss, who's just recently become WWE Women's Champion. She is coming into her hometown, folks. Right? Who are the fans going to be behind?
But no, but we won't discuss that side of it because you wanted to discuss the heat, not the finish.
Agreed. But
I will keep you on topic.
Okay, we'll get on topic then. I'll agree with you. Fine. Supposedly Vince was upset with Sasha Banks
in regards to not actually going through the table right, which has put some heat on her. However, some good news. There's more than enough plenty of people who are actually disagreeing with it, with that feel as though she's getting the heat unjustly because it's not her fault.
No, it's if you're going to blame Sasha, you need to blame Charlotte and the referee at the same time.
And not just that, you also possibly need to blame the production team or whoever damn well makes the tables because they should have prepared.
Tables are being made better now than they've ever been made before. The Dudleys made sure of this.
The Dudleys may have reassured this. However, how many tables have you seen on Botchamania where they haven't broke?
Loads.
Too many. Way too many. I am the table.
But no. So I think that's a good place to end.
You think? Didn't we have an original topic to discuss from last week?
Which was?
Unfortunately, we can't remember. Sadly, it was to do with certain wrestlers, certain agreements of high profiles. I think
we'll cover that next week.
We'll cover it next week
because we've gone off topic and the Hall of Fame took over.
We have, and the Hall of Fame did take over. And here's the thing, folks. I want to point something out right now. We are now officially changing the way we are going to be most likely doing the show. Would you agree?
I wouldn't say changing.
It's not changing.
We're going to try new ways.
A different way, because
we're going to open up. We're going to try to discuss more topics and making it less reviewy and more discussion-y.
Yeah, because we don't want this to sound like we're just spewing news at you and everything. We want this to be a discussion, which is why we always state, do leave comments, send messages and everything, because here's the thing. If you do send messages in, we'll most likely mention it on the show and everything, and we do want this to be a discussion. Would you agree?
Yes.
We want this to be a discussion because us just throwing stuff at you and everything so you want sticks doesn't work. Having a conversation does work because we get to see different points of views. We may not always agree eye to eye.
No.
We don't always agree eye to eye, as you've probably heard on the show. But we get through it with discussion.
So we're going to try it. We'll review some big matches if they're worthwhile.
And we might be possibly doing some chats about some historic moments. And
we're going to try to talk a bit more about what's going on in the British scene as well.
Potentially.
Hopefully, and I'm not going to say we definitely are attending, but we'll look at the possibility of trying to see Martin Kirby versus Brett Rhymes at the end
of the month. I can see you pushing forward already. We'll have to see how things currently go. There's a possibility. If not, we are going to be attending more wrestling shows, and also we're most likely going to be looking into a certain Scottish promotion. If I'm not mistaken, in checking up on there. If I'm not mistaken, On Demand.
Yes, it's that big pay-per-view soon.
Right, because actually, I'll just forget it. We'll just say it's ICW. Because, interesting fact, folks, ICW On Demand are doing something quite interesting with their Fear and Loathing, aren't they?
Yeah, it's going to be a live stream.
It's going to be a live stream. Now, fingers crossed, and I do mean fingers crossed.
It should go fine because we're on the Fight Network.
Yeah, it goes fine. And you don't have any issues or anything. I think they'll be fine. It'll go well. It'll go without a hitch. It'll be all good.
Finn Balor's attending that as well.
Yes, he is. The Dudleys are.
Mick Foley.
Dudleys are there as well.
So, no, it'll be interesting. So's Kurt Angle. Looks a good card.
Yeah. Definitely.
So
it's one to check up on.
So that'll be interesting, and that's the same night as Survivor Series.
That it is.
So, as for now though, folks, watch your local wrestling.
We do recommend you check out
some of our partners.
One of them, a major partner,
UK
who
Wrestle Fan Zone.
correct. They actually do quite a bit. They also do some photography for some of the British scene and also some video work.
Yeah.
So if you do give them a check out, you can check them out on their Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and many other sources.
If you want to help and support us, give us a like and a share. Also check out our gaming channel, which is slowly in the works of adding more content. We're going to try a couple of new games soon over the next couple of months.
And possibly
add a bit of depth.
adding some reviews then, potentially.
Well, no, we're in the middle of a best of 5 series.
We are, which is just recently
You are 1-0 up.
in the best of 5.
So check that out, folks.
I'm in shock.
So check that out. And then
And not just that. We always recommend if you are on any of our sources that possibly where you're hearing this, we do recommend you either liking, subscribing, leaving comments and everything, because like we've always stated, it is a discussion, and we would be very, we are, we don't, we're not one-sided. We're not going to turn around and say you're wrong or anything. If you got a point you want to point it out, point it out. Even if it isn't just a discussion for the show, if you want a subject being brought up, or if you think there's anything that we can improve on, bring it up.
So other than that, though, folks, go watch your local wrestling. Stay safe.
Stay well.
And we'll see. Well, we'll speak to you next week.
We'll speak to you next week. So, catch you later.
Now hit my music.
Damn it. See you, folks.